So what was it that you like? Was it a moment that you almost gave up? Like, I don't want to be here. Like, and then
Never.
like what pulled you like out of that? What was that moment? Like, you know what? Today is the day that I'm gonna, and then just keep moving
I
forward.
got tired. I got tired. I just got tired. My little daughter, for me, asking somebody for a quarter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Mm.
had no sex for no money. I ain't feel like doing all that. I just got tired and I fell to my knees and I called on upon the name of Jesus. And my mother introduced me to Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I went to Catholic school. Whether it was Catholic or not, I had to learn know him and get a personal relationship for myself. And I began to go
Mm-hmm.
to church and I just began to give it all to God. And he cleaned
Was
me
that?
up. It wasn't no NA, wasn't no AA, none of that. It was
Mm.
Christ.
Mm.
Hey, welcome to Crossbar, the podcast where we discuss interesting topics with alternative perspective. I am your co-host, Big O, and I have with me my other co-host.
Hey, Jay Tanae is back in the building one more time. But Miss Doreen Broadnax, aka Dr. Sparky D. She's the hip hop pioneer, the MC, the battle rapper, the apostle. Give it up to her, give it up to her, give it up to her. The
Let's
mother, she
go.
is. Give it up for Sparky D, y'all. On Crossbars Podcast. What? Tell me something.
Yeah.
What?
So now we got to
Thanks
start
for
it off
having me.
all day, every
Absolutely.
day. So now we got to start it off. Let's get a shout out, Dr. D, because she's a
Yes.
doctor. Where are you originally from?
I'm from Brooklyn,
Brook.
Brownsville. Never
Oh,
ran.
wait
Brooklyn
a
in
minute.
the house.
Book.
Brook,
Okay, Brooklyn's in the house. All
you
right.
know it.
Listen. Okay, easy. Hide the purses, hide your wallets. Okay.
That's
All
right.
right. Brooklyn,
That's right.
Brownsville.
Today's Saturday too. You right. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you right.
it's Brooklyn in the building. All right. So, tell me about your early childhood, about, mother, father, two parent household, one parent, brothers and sisters. Tell me about it.
All right. White mother, black father, two-parent household. Uh, my father was 40 years older than my mother, but we
Oh
lived on the
wow.
14th floor in Brownsville in the projects. And
Mm-hmm.
as I was growing up, well, I had two sisters, two brothers, two sisters, two brothers. But now it's just one sister and one brother left. May my older brother and sister rest in peace. But we took to the streets, which was our family in Brownsville, because we had a white mother, black father. You know what I mean? No cousins, aunts, uncles. Just like when Janae say she going to her cousin house after spring break or school, school is over and you going to grandma's house.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have
Right.
that because we had a white
Mm.
mother, black father. So we didn't have no family, racism. So
Did
we
they
took
give
to
you slack? Did they give you slack about your white mom and your black one? Did you get like
no
teased or
slack,
anything like that?
no
Okay.
slack, no slack whatsoever. So we had to take to the streets, which was our family, the
Okay.
pimps, the prostitutes, the drug dealers, all of it, the whole nine. Mother was a number runner and a teacher. Father had a gambling house, but we never knew that. We was raised great, went to Catholic school until the tuition got too high.
Mm-hmm.
Bernadette Stanislaus from Good Time, Kango,
Yeah.
may he rest in peace, from UTFO. We all went to the same Catholic school. I
Wait a
knew
minute.
Bernadette
Hold up.
Stanislaus. She
So
was
you
like my
telling me
godmother.
So you telling me, wait a minute, wait. So Velma from Good Times grew up around where you was from. She was from
Right
Brooklyn.
across the street, we all went to the same Catholic school. She's like
Ah,
my godmother. Gave me my 10th
bars.
birthday party.
Oh my
Wow,
goodness,
bars.
that's
Well, she
bars,
came to
bars.
my 10th birthday party, and she held it down because she was older. But yeah,
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's fly. And so now your mom. So your mom was white, and your mom was black, and your father was
no,
white,
my
correct?
mom was
No,
white, my
other.
dad was
Rose
black.
Black. Okay. So my question to you is, did she ever take you around the family, or did they disown her for having a black
They
mother?
disowned her. They called her a nigger lover. But
Wow.
one time she took us to Pennsylvania, and we was eating at the dinner table, and I heard them talking, and I had to, I hit my mother, and I looked at her. I said, "Call my dad. It's time to go home." Because
Mm-hmm.
they called her a nigger lover, and that's because I'm light skinned with green eyes, but my sister Caroline, may she rest in peace, she was white, blue eyes, so she could go. You know what I mean? She was lighter than me,
Mm.
so
Mhm.
I felt real bad. And my dad told my mother, "Bring my children home."
Okay. So I do
Yeah. My
understand.
dad was born 1903. He was raised
Oh.
from his mother's
Woo!
father's masters. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. If you watch I know you did Color Purple, and they say Mr. Broadnax,
Yeah.
Barz scene.
Yeah.
That's that's my last name. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
And when you said Broadnax, and I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Do you have any French background? Because that's like a French Creole
That's
type.
first name. In class, 8th grade. Weasel, bonjour, monsieur. But no, and didn't get to meet nobody. I think we know one cousin, that family in Philadelphia, so we didn't get to see them about 3 times in our life. You know what I mean? Except at the funeral of my sister and my brother passed away. But other than that, the streets is my family. I don't have none, unless my nieces and nephews. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My
Okay.
sister, brother's children. Other than that, there's no family.
Understand.
Hold on, I know this is
street.
it's about you, but just mom and dad, where did they meet? So because that's like New York,
That was
Philly,
real
like how
strange. They was in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and my
Mm.
father put flowers on her doorstep. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I didn't
romantic.
understand that either. Scranton, Pennsylvania. What
Right.
is there at that time?
Amish.
You know,
The
come on.
Amish is there. Yeah.
But he was raised from his mother and father masters, so they would be living in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you know, Pennsylvania, they didn't have slavery, but they had a very huge abolitionist movement there. So,
Mhm.
you know, he may have came from somewhere else
Yeah,
in
probably.
Pennsylvania.
I didn't even ask the question. Too young, not really knowing what's going on. We had so much love in my household. I didn't know. He had a gambling house. Didn't know why everybody was upstairs in my house in the morning time. My mother was a number runner, but she was also a teacher too. You see what I'm saying? So it was nothing but love for us.
That duality, I love it though.
Okay.
Yeah. We didn't want for anything. Whether they struggled to get it, hustled to get it, it seemed like it, but we didn't want for anything.
Okay. So the time period that you grew up in Brownsville, Brooklyn, did you see, like, for instance, you came up because of the time I knew I came up, how old I am, you came up in the 70s.
Yes.
So during the 70s, were you the only family with a two-parent household, or were there many two-parent? Because it changed in the 80s. We all know that. We're gonna get to that.
It was a handful. It was a
Okay.
handful. We, some of us had our father and mother in the household. It was in the 70s, beginning of the 80s, and then you know how that go.
Yeah.
Whatever went on, but it was a handful in Brownsville. Everybody, most of us had our parents.
Okay. Did y'all still, like in Brownsville, did you still have the Jewish presence there before the white flight happened?
Yes, we did, on Belmont Avenue, selling fruit and all that outside.
There we go.
Yeah, definitely the Jewish people was there. I had opportunity to live with that. Yep,
Yeah.
100%.
So, because I grew up in New Jersey, so I kind of understand the dynamics of
And
the flight happened
Delancey
during the
Street.
80s. Yeah.
Remember Delancey Street?
Absolutely.
So yeah, we dealt with the Jews. Yep.
Absolutely. Delancey Canal, so we had to go get the jewelry, the nice fresh stuff. Absolutely.
It was
So
the
now,
Jews at the store.
all right, so now I want you to really tell me, we're gonna really dig into, get some controversy going on early in the program. Okay.
Right.
So what's the best pizza in Brownsville?
Oh, come on. I just had some last week. Paul and Simon.
Whoa.
Paul and Simon.
Sal.
Okay.
Sal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look.
Right next door to the record store. Right there. Oh, that's the greatest. Oh, no, you got one.
Look.
Right now. Yeah. Picking Avenue. Right there.
You got to do the right thing moment here. Right
Yeah,
next to the
right
record
there.
store.
On Picking Avenue. Sal's Pizza. Amazing. I just had some.
Yeah, listen, because everybody in Brooklyn has their own spot. Like they have their own spot. Like, that's my pizza joint. That's my pizza joint.
Yeah.
And if you rub a certain spot, if you don't say the right thing, it could be a
They'll
problem.
know.
They'll know.
I'm from New York. Where, nigga? Where?
Yeah.
I want to say too, like growing up in Brooklyn, like how did your environment influence like your music, your artistry? Because she was just talking about Jews and your mom's white and your dad's black. Like how did that environment influence your music?
Running down them 14th floor stairs and they playing music in the park, and just the community, you know what I mean? It was all community based, that's what it was. It was the community. DJs outside, and they start saying it's on and on and on. Just getting involved, in the community. That's where my music came from. And hearing MC Shot rock for the first time, and Pebbly Pool, Dimples D. They
Dimples
have
D, I remember.
access.
Chirac, I don't remember her.
How
Heavily
y'all
Poop.
remember
I
MC
remember,
Chirac?
you know, I
First
know no.
MC.
I remember
Chirac is a
Chirac.
legend. You know,
Yeah.
Funky Four plus one more.
That's
But
her.
yeah, that's Chirac. But you
Ah.
said another. I heard of Dimples
Pebbly
D.
Pooh.
Pebbly Pooh. I never heard of that one.
Pebbly Pooh was in the Master Don crew. Pebbly Pooh was with I should know better.
Is
Yeah,
that Dana
Master
Dane?
Don. Yeah. Pebbly Pooh was with Master Don and them. And then who did I say? Dimples D. Molly
Dimples.
Ma.
Dimples
Molly Ma.
D.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
Molly
Dimples D.
Ma. Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
probably
Gotcha.
because Molly Ma and he had the access to the radio
Pebbly
station.
Pooh did Fly Guy. She was
Fly
the one who did everybody saying
na
nah,
na na
nah.
na.
And
That's
Master
wow.
P
first
took it.
one.
Master P took it.
Right.
Yeah,
I thought
Master
that was
P
Bars.
took
African.
it.
Was that
Yeah.
African Bambaataa that did that? No, that wasn't.
Pebbly
That's
Pooh.
Master Don.
Yeah, Master
Wow.
Don and them. Yeah.
Now,
So is
now
that
my-
what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. So is that what first drew you to hip hop? Just the scene? Like, what was it like? You know, when because it was brand new. Like, what drew you into
Just to
hip
play
hop?
music in the streets, the DJs. That's all. It was,
Just hearing
and
that,
then their
yeah.
voice.
'Cause they had
Their
block parties,
voice. And I
yeah.
knew I could do it. But that's all really. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. Just like being seen. You know, I was a dancer back then, light skin, green eyes, long hair. It
Oh
wasn't
God,
like,
you're killing
I'm
them out
gonna
there.
be-
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like I'm gonna be an MC. No.
So you
Play
didn't
girl.
know your voice first, so it was just the music and you dancing first.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah.
eventually led into.
Then
So
I
what
just
made
started
you?
spitting.
So
Yeah.
what made you start? Because there wasn't a lot of
The
female
Playgirls.
rappers.
The Playgirls. It was
Yeah.
The group
Moski
that
and
you were
Skinny
in,
Step.
right? With
The first group
Moski
I
and
was
Cece- right.
And
Yeah.
they was in the hallway banging on the wall, boom, back, boom. So I'm going in there. What's up, y'all? And they rapping, and I just started rapping. They said, "Yo, you should join the Playgirls." And I said, "Let me hear y'all rap." And they rapped, and I said, "Bet." And that's from there we just kept going. We battled everybody in all different boroughs. Went uptown, wanted to battle Chirac and them at the Roxy's, but Chirac didn't want to battle. But Pebbly Pooh and Debbie D was like, "Yo, let me get this beat." You know what I mean?
Debbie D was with the
Yeah,
right.
Debbie D was with the Us Girls, and Chirac
That's
never
good.
she never liked confrontation.
Yeah.
She never liked confrontation, and she didn't want to battle.
Gotcha. But that during that era, I think that was the time period where you had to battle to get recognition.
That's what.
So
Yeah,
yeah, and
Yeah.
I remember Roxanne Shante, Molly Ma put on these shows, and it came to Plainfield High School, and I was like,
yeah.
9, 10 years old, and I didn't realize. To me, I thought they were all adults. Just being honest with you,
Right.
Right.
at
No,
9,
we were
10
babies
years,
ourselves. But
yeah, and
Y'all
then realize that
were.
until much later, like, yo, fam, they was only like 5, 6 years older than you. They were teenagers,
right.
You know what I mean?
4
Like,
years older than you.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Now
you're
watch
older
this.
than her.
Yeah,
You're
so
older than Shante, so she was young.
yes. So now
Mm.
for looking at this, I'm looking at them, and she used to battle
Mhm.
anybody in the crowd.
Yeah,
And I used to always respect like the artistry that came up because everybody got popular because of their first start was probably a talent show or a
Yes.
neighborhood block party.
yes.
Sweet Tea mentioned, oh yeah, they gave shows in the park and you had to
Yeah, they
grab the
did.
mic.
Yeah.
You had to
Just
grab the mic.
freelance on the mic and do what you do. So
Right.
it was in my hand. If they gave you the mic, you got
Yeah.
on and you was good. So you went to different
Right.
parties and excuse me, and just got on the mic. And if you were good, you was good. And the best thing, especially it's anywhere, but in New York, you can have flyers, you can even have social media. To this day, the best thing is word of mouth.
Facts.
Yeah.
In New York,
Bars.
it is anyway.
Yeah.
Bars.
And if you was whack, you was whack. And if you was great, you was great. And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And
a
lot of people can rap, but they whack. Even the stars, millionaires right now. Whack. I love my
Say
brothers
that.
and sisters, but they
Bars.
whack. Keep it 100. They're not even rhyming.
Yeah, but when I look at some of them, and I say they would have never gotten to any level of notoriety because, soon as you get booed, all right, you ain't coming back from that.
No,
you gotta move somewhere. So
that
yeah.
You know what? And that was the Fever. Y'all ever heard of the Fever?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Fever was uptown.
Mhm.
If you got booed at the Fever or the Apollo, you might as well just. And that's
no,
the only
there's
show.
only one. I always
Yeah.
give the example. There was only one that came
Yeah.
back from being booed from the Apollo and became a superstar.
Who?
Who, Lauren Hill?
Lauren Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
give
Because
you.
she was scared. She was
She was one
scared.
of the
Yeah, she
million.
probably was scared.
She was
But I was
scared.
petrified going to the Fever to perform. And don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm all at the Badger Chicks because I'm still nervous when I go on. But when you stop getting nervous, then you think you all that. No, you're done. I was so nervous to perform at the Fever. But I got to stand it over. Well, you did stand at the Fever, but in other words, they just went crazy. And that's where I was up in the Bronx with the people, the fresh. I was like, yeah, boy, the Fever. But I never played the Apollo yet.
Okay.
Oh,
but I will. I will. Yeah, never.
Like just talking with you, and I from the people now listening to the wealth of information that you give me. This just quickly, I was like, you know, the knowledge of the women that first came out, the ones that came before you, and that.
right.
I want to get a couple of y'all on a panel, like you, Grandmaster Cash, like him, like when every time I hear him start speaking, because he used to be in New Brunswick and Rutgers at the Play Theater, and I used to, he started breaking stuff down, and then talking to him, I was like,
I call him my hip hop husband.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, listen. He might be thinking now. He might be thinking.
My hip hop husband.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they don't do a lot of that, like nowadays, like you used to have to go to the club and then you perform and all that. It's not that. You don't have the same.
No, you don't have that anymore.
And that was part of the culture.
And it is the culture. And thank God for Rock the Bells because LL does it and bring us all together. Well, I ain't gonna say that either, but still hip hop, But I think, in my own opinion, that L should have a Roxanne Shante, a Sparky D, a Nikki D. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who else?
Shot
a
Rock.
Sweet Tea.
Sweet
Tea. I think one, on his ship, he should do old school 80s, the females. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I really think that, but it's just my opinion. But everything is different now.
I think, have you ever thought about having your own? Like you could do that, like your own show, like
it's
you
on the way.
The podcast and or whatever.
Baby,
all right.
It's on the way.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's on the way. Oh no.
Okay. So now, growing up in your neighborhood in Brownsville, I know everybody and their mom was trying to rap, okay, but you grew up having Velma for Good Times, number one. So she was a megastar from around your way. Velma from Good Times?
Yes.
So she was a megastar because that was in the 70s. So she was popping. Yes. And then you said you grew up in Kango from UTFO. So
Brass
that was
Construction lived on my block. Remember Brass Construction?
Yes.
Yeah.
That group.
Yeah.
They lived on my block.
But now I want to know that what was the superstar where you got starstruck? Because that's the one thing is you see Kango like, man, shut up. He was bringing it. What was the person you looked and said, oh my God, he's around here. No Dana Dane. Like, little Slick
my
Rick.
brother used to manage Dana Dane. Never got starstruck. I got starstruck, not even for Patti LaBelle. She used to wear my shoes. This pair of shoes she wore. But the only person I got starstruck was not even Michael Jackson, was Stevie Wonder. We was at 98.7. Yes. And I never forget he had his red sweater turtleneck on and the sheepskin coat. And he said, just like this, he said, come here, Sparky D, you afraid of me? You know how he rocked. And it's all, so I hugged him and my head came up to his, top of his stomach. That's the only person starstruck. I never, even to this day, can I take a picture? Which I should start taking pictures because, that's social media. But no, I never was starstruck because I put my pants on the way they put them on. And no, I know who I am. Especially when it comes to entertainment. When it comes to entertainment, I just know I'm all that in the bag of chips. Never rehearsed before. I command the crowd, and I was just born with it. That's just, I'm a total different person. When I'm getting ready to go on, total different person. It's like, whoop, it's it, over.
When I listen to your voice on some of your old, some of your records and stuff, and you did Sparky's Turn, I was saying this to Big O, Sparky's Turn before you came on, you were rapping, and then you came to this like verse, part of your verse, and it like shifted and it had a new vibe. And this is when you said, and look, I know this says, because when you do a show, I think that you should know that if I'm in the crowd, and you have best to go, because if I grab the mic, I don't think you would like to battle with me because I am dynamite. That part right there. To this day. I believe it. It's still the same.
They don't
But
want
when
me in
you
the
did
room.
that,
They don't want
when
me in
it
the room.
clicked, I was like, and this was back then, and right now, the way you spit that is still relevant. Like right now, today,
Right.
you could do that. That
And I
part,
love
I
my
love that.
sisters. Don't get me wrong, but they do not want me in the room. And I have to keep it 100 with y'all. They see the greatness. They know the greatness. And for us to be sisters, let me tell you this. When other women empower other women, that is the blessing.
The bars,
You follow
yes,
what I'm saying? That's it.
yes.
Just like Jay and myself, how she uplift me, I uplift Jay, and
That
coming together.
right.
But women don't do that. That's why, like, meow, meow, I like cats in the room. But they don't want, and I'm gonna be honest. How you just gonna wipe me out? You see all the old school shows, and you don't. And Sparky D still living, and they know I could throw
Right.
down.
And
They
you're not
know
ill.
this. They
Right,
don't want
right,
no
right.
smoke, even to this day. I promise you.
Wow.
But that's
I
why
love
God
it.
had to change my lane.
Yeah,
Right.
there we go.
But he also say, "I'll bless you. I prepare a table in the presence of your
Of
enemies."
your enemy.
They right there, and they get ready to see the blessing. And not bragging, but I had to go through so much. Doors being closed, coming in a party years ago, old school party. Oh, Sparky D in the building, let her do 16. Yeah, you want me hype your crowd, do your crowd go crazy while y'all get paid in the back from the promoters. Then I got to go out here and steal tuna fish for my kids and don't even give
So,
me $1. Don't call me your brother, sister. Oh, I love you, my sister. No, you don't. No, you don't. Let's
so,
keep it
so
real.
some of
And
that
that's
that
what
we
it
watch.
is.
Some of that we watch where you did that, you can't erase me, and they talk about some of that in there with, they think because we old school that we old, we broke down, no
Nah.
nobody want to do anything, and we still got energy, to do that. So on that, I see you have Sparky D's Secrets and with the You Can't Erase Me. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Secrets was when I was on crack cocaine. I made that song. I did that song, Jay. I did that song in one take, putting on the headphones. Never heard the music. Hear me what I tell you. I never heard the music. I just put the headphones on. He pressed play, and I went. I promise you. And I've never done that a day in my life. And didn't
And
have
when
to
it's meant,
raise
it's
nothing,
meant.
didn't have to double nothing, nothing. One take. That was
Wow.
my life.
Oh,
Yeah. So
oh,
now I have to ask you because two things. When Jay just gave me the cadence and everything, you ever listen to 3 6 Mafia by any chance?
Never.
Okay. They actually have that cadence. And I'm like,
Really?
I think you might want to because that's like because when you listen to it and you listen to Project Pat, then I'm just gonna
Uh-huh.
just tell I'm gonna just throw you the ball and you
Okay.
listen to them and see if
Okay.
you hear it. Because I heard
Okay.
it. Because soon as I was like this, Jay, that's somebody else cadence, but they got it from her
Mm.
because she was the
they got it
originator
from
of it.
you.
Then the
Yeah.
next part is you just told me about a song that you did, and I know that because I didn't know you had a song called Secrets. I was
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, now watch this. Joe Button has a song on Move Music, I think 3, called Secrets
Mm.
as well. That's why I was like, wait a minute, wait a
Yes,
minute.
tell God your secret. 17
Absolutely.
years of crack cocaine, prostitution, domestic violence, and homelessness. But God, ain't
Absolutely.
ashamed to tell it.
Absolutely. And now that leads into more of the career because I want to get to that a little later. We
Okay.
talk
Okay.
early we talk about the career and then the progression of, just
That's what's
I
up.
like to go I like to keep myself in order like sequence.
Okay,
You
you
know,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
So now you're in the neighborhood, you're rapping, you're getting local notoriety. When did you get like the record deal? Who came to you and said, "Hey, we gotta sign you, make it
Okay.
official, and do all of this"?
The Playgirls did a show at the Encore. And
Okay.
DJ Divine from Infinity Machine has that tape.
Mm.
It was the Playgirls was the only one without a record deal. It was Run DMC,
Mhm.
Houdini, Curtis Blow, Divine Sounds, what people
Will
do
do
for
for money.
money.
Yep.
Force MDs. It was
Mhm.
everybody that had a record deal on this show. The Playgirls was the only one without a record deal on this show. Now, y'all know Power, 50 Cent, and all that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Fat Cat and Corley, the Supreme Team.
Correct.
They drug dealers. The Encores in Queens. So Fat Cat come to Spider and say, yo, let me buy these girls for $10,000, which was Sparky D, Mosky, and City Slim. But Spider D was,
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's their life. They know how they roll. He was like, if it ain't a hit record, I don't want them to get killed or nothing, you know. So we stayed with Sparky D. But when we did the show at the Encore, Sparky D, City Slim and Mosky tore the roof off of it. Oh. And that's how Russell Simmons said to Spider D, yo, let's sign him. So Russell became my manager. Spider D, we went in the studio. We did the Playgirl song, Our Picture of a Man. Yeah. And it didn't go far, but we was on Fat Boy's label, Suture label.
Okay.
And then after that, UTFO came out. Then on world famous Mr. Magic Rap Attack, he premiered Shantae's song. And Spider D and myself, we became to be boyfriend and girlfriend, and we was in the house, and we heard that on the world premiere. And he said, yo, we got to answer that record. So when I answered the record, the next day, and that was 1985, Happy New Year. The next day, we went into the studio. After that, Spider mixed and mastered it. We went to the Arlene's, and the rest was history. And Tony Humphreys from 98.7 Kids played it in the middle of the day. 3 days later, I became gold.
Yeah. Wow. And that's the part where I'm like, that deal you signed with Fat Boy Records, and he signed all three of you or just you?
He signed all three of us.
So but now my question, were you able to get a different deal because now you're a solo artist? Okay, now so who did you sign? Yeah, you went where?
Off Suture label.
Okay, and who did you go to then?
Nia Records. You remember the Arlene's, that song Release Yourself?
Yeah, like a club song. Yeah. Okay, so
Captain Rock was that label.
Okay. And now, did you have any publishing or any, like, did they give you a significant amount of money, or they was like, all right, here go a couple of $100?
Oh, nah. I was making money off of Sparky's Turn. He never invited my boyfriend. We lived together. We got some checks, but the Arlene's started paying me $4,000 a week. That was I got paid $4,000 a week
back then.
Yeah, for 3 months.
That's
so
money.
Back then I was good.
Yeah.
It's when I got to B-Boy Records. Nothing. For KROSS-One. B-Boy.
Gotcha.
Okay, so everybody basically was trying, because I assume people were getting jerked in their first deal. Then artists started creating their own labels and then trying to sign up talent. So that's why when you said Fat Boy's label,
Sparky's Turn, or for the battle with Roxanne Shante, we was going around the world. I was getting paid Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, $4,000 a night.
Yeah. So
you don't care about, you don't know,
Yeah, cheeseburgers was 75 cents. Gotcha.
Right. Steak. I would order steak and BLT and all that.
Yeah. I got you. So now you battle this girl. You find out, wait a minute, this girl 14 years old. Wait a minute, I'm up here, full-grown adult trying to battle this little girl. And now she got the backing of a whole crew. And this man, her producer, is on the radio, playing her every day. So how was you going to be able to combat that? I would just want to know your mentality, because it's almost like going to
DJ Red Alert on the radio every day.
Absolutely.
That was my DJ, 98.7 Kiss, and they was WBLS. So in the midst of that battle, the radio stations started battling themselves. Brooklyn started battling Queens. Queens was battling Manhattan. Everybody was just in this battle. You had half of the state going for me, half of the state going for her. It didn't make a difference because I knew who I was.
Man, when you listen to that battle, as I was playing the Big O2 back, y'all was really saying some real battles.
And I was allowed.
And y'all were, like, your parents, did they allow you? Like, she was like 14 and she was talking about you walking around with your panties dead, and you like, you can't put water in your mouth because your brace is going to go, your brace is going to go.
But I was told not to curse.
Yeah.
Y'all was really going in, like saying stuff.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah. My record company did not want me to curse. That wasn't my image. You see what I'm saying? So, and then she got mad at one part, and she just took the whole damn record. You see what I'm saying?
She did. I'm like, she didn't come back. But is that why you came back with Sparky's Turn after that? Was it after that?
No, it was before that.
Sparky's Turn before that. Okay.
Before that. But Don't Make Me Laugh was after that. But we wasn't friends when we was in the studio. Not at all.
And you just answered the question, because I was going to ask, because now you don't have to be in the same studio. Somebody can say something, then they play you the real. You say something. Y'all went to the same studio. Y'all saw it as, y'all saw it as y'all were trying to make money together, I assume, correct?
Well, Mr. Magic was trying to tell us that you're Larry Bird, Sparky D. She's Magic Johnson. This is a business. Correct. They play ball together, but at the end of the day, they take a drink. So they was trying to do that, but and they did it because that was the greatest battle ever. In the Guinness Book of Records. I mean, we did it. You know what I mean? It wasn't no social media. It wasn't no internet. Nothing. Imagine 2 teenage girls selling out arenas.
Facts.
But y'all, did y'all really know each other, or was it just business?
No.
Did you really didn't even know each other, but they didn't even like each other?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't like her. She didn't like me.
Yeah.
So it was more personal behind the scenes. Was it more personal? Did y'all have any other issues besides, behind the scenes?
No, we didn't talk. We didn't do anything. But as time went on, hey, what's up, sis? You good? Yeah, I'm good. And that's really what it was.
Yeah.
After we was in North Carolina, Raleigh, Durham. That's after they would say, "You're Muhammad Ali. You're Joe Frazier." At the end of the day, this is a business. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Mr. Magic, may rest in peace. That's what he told us. He sat us down and told us that now we can make money off of this thing. You know what I mean? But we were still rivals. We were still enemies. We women. That's how it was. But it was when we was on tour together and they robbed the tour. I never forget.
Who robbed?
She didn't get paid. We got paid. And she was crying outside. And I said, Moski, what's she sitting there crying for? I said, let me go see. That's the heart I have, even back then. And I asked her, and she told me, and I gave her $1,500. I said, at the end of the day, we're sisters. And she said she have never got that kindness from nobody, not even in hip hop, until this day. And that's why that's in the movie. She had to put that in the movie. Yeah. And I gave her $1,500. She paid back 10. She paid back 20 times over. I could call her this day right now and say, yo, sis, I need you to cash at me. Bing is on there.
Listen, Barz, thank you for saying that, because just being honest with you, sometimes that people just look at somebody down and don't realize that, we kindred heart, we have the situation. I could have been in that situation, and I would want somebody to do the same for me. So definitely big ups for that. But at the same time, I'm looking at hearing also that during that time period, a lot of business people that was in the music industry took advantage of the people's naivety, not knowing the rules of business and the music industry and points, publishing, and all these things. And people got robbed. People are still eating off of your talent.
And they still eating off of me. For example, Tony Hawk's didn't know that my song was on his first video game, American Wasteland.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
And he just redid it in 2024.
So that's, and they sold over 1 million of those. Wait, hold on. We got to talk about that.
I'm fighting that right now.
Okay, now
I'm on my way to Cali. I'm on my way to Cali in June. To stand on the courthouse steps if I don't hear what I want to hear from the lawyer. I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now.
Yeah, and
that's the same thing that Allison Williams was saying. Remember, Allison Williams was saying that we're playing basketball and how it was in the video game, and she didn't know till her nephew told her, and then she's going backwards now and trying to do that. I just want to throw that in there. Go ahead,
I want mine.
So the other caveat to that was since Sister Nancy, bong bong bong, the Jamaican song. Remember back in the day, Sister Nancy? Yeah. She just recently got paid, and I was like, that song is over 30, almost 40 years old. And they said, like, in the last 10 years, she just recently got, because it was like, oh, that's my she has grandchildren.
Exactly.
And they had to put her on, like, yo,
almost 40 years old. They were playing
right.
My auntie, but they was little. I didn't know. I didn't know. They never said it. And I just found out. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
So now
I'm doing that.
Yeah, so now you were going on tour with Roxanne, y'all making money, she getting robbed somehow, and also now the tour ends. And I even saw that you had a song called "It's My DJ."
Yeah, he's my
He's my DJ.
He's my
And
DJ.
I was like, look, you want to talk to Will Smith because you know that's the name of his first album, right?
what?
I'm the rapper. He's the DJ. Yeah, no, I'm the rapper. He's the DJ. Yeah, it's the name of his first album. That's why I was like, when I was like, wait a minute, because you came out before Will Smith. That's why I was just like,
for sure.
Right.
Like I'm just sitting there like,
Will Smith used to carry my oldest daughter on the plane wherever we went.
Oh man, yeah. So now I was like, all right, and you have your lawyer on things, so you might want to start checking on some stuff like, hey, I need that now. I need that. But so now the tour's over, the notoriety of you and Roxanne is dwindling down. So now how are you transitioning? And what was your next step? Were you trying to get into movies? Because we had Crush Groove.
I went on drugs. Nothing.
Okay.
I went on drugs.
Now let's talk about that. Now, how was you introduced to it?
Spider D.
So your boyfriend at the time, because most of the time,
DJ, right? Producer.
So he was the producer.
Okay, he's a producer. So now Spider D is, because most of the time they'd be like, they'll do drugs. Like what I saw of the soul singers of the 60s and 50s, they'll do drugs, but they're like, my woman don't do drugs. It was almost like taboo. So you're saying that your boyfriend kind of put you on.
Yeah, you want to do what your boyfriend do. And that's just
in that age too.
At that age, I want to do what he do. If not, he gonna go somewhere else. And that's what happened. I knew what cocaine was back then, and my sisters, brothers, all them doing their thing. I wouldn't touch it. But when I met Spider D and he doing drugs, I want to do what he do, and that's just what happened. And I began to sniff cocaine. Still going to shows, trying to do. I mean, I still had shows, but again, they go to Encore again. Never forget, we used to live across the street from the Encore in Queens. And they had a party. And I said, let me run home for a minute. And Spider D was smoking crack out of a water pipe. I said, what is that? But mind you, the next day I was going to Hollywood to do a show for the first time, Hollywood, California. But my mother the next day was going to St. Martin's, and I promised her $1,000 for the trip. Never made it, never gave it to her. My mother died. And I stayed on crack cocaine for 17 long years.
Your mom died before she went on the trip?
Nah, she was on a trip and she passed away. But I never put $1,000.
Dollars that she was supposed to send to her.
St. Martin's. Gotcha. But I took a hit of that crack pipe. So that was the guilt.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Got it?
So did your children come before that or during all of these 17 years that you were?
After that. After my mother passed away, then the children came. During the 17 years, I had all 4 of my children.
Okay. And they're all by your boyfriend or different fathers?
2 from the same, 2 from the same father, 2 from the same father. Girl, boy, Spider D, and then Vernice and Zach, same father.
Okay. Did you get married by any chance, or they was just your boyfriend?
No, they were just my boyfriends.
Just your boyfriends. Okay. So now you're in were you in Brooklyn at this time where you were doing your?
No, I was in Virginia.
In Virginia.
If you watch my documentary, it tells you after Shante took my kids and the 2 oldest ones, Dominique especially, out the crack house. She kept them for about a week or 2. And I said, I'm going to move to Virginia. I'm tired of New York. I went to Virginia, try to get my life right. I worked and everything. Then I got back on crack.
Okay. And what is the name of the documentary that you spoke of?
You Can't Erase Me.
You Can't Erase Me. Okay. So making sure you give it proper due. So You Can't Erase Me. And it speaks on this. And at the same time, what part of Virginia did you go to? Hopewell. So that's towards the coast or Richmond or inland?
It's towards Richmond, right there. Okay. Richmond, Hopewell, Petersburg, and Richmond. 20 minutes away from Richmond.
Gotcha. So now you're in Virginia, you trying to get your life together. Then you found, like, what they say in what is it, NA and AA is like, wherever you go, there you are. So you went back, went to Virginia, and you were addicted. So now tell me your journey from your addiction journey from that part of Virginia, trying to get your life on track.
Like I said, I gave it to Christ. I got tired. Queen Latifah coming out, Eve coming out. And I knew I had greatness inside of me, and I didn't belong here in Hope because it ain't nothing in Hopewell. Nothing. Nothing. And I knew I didn't belong here. And how the hell I'm getting out? But the crack had me, you know. That's just what the thing was, you know. And Bismarck came to town, may he rest in peace. And I never forget, I was like, yo, let me go to this club. I need some money. I seen Biz, he gave me some money. I was just trying to crawl back, but I couldn't. But I gave my life to Christ. And that's when I said, hell with hip hop, even though I wanted it, but I had to get clean. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I had to have some stability, some sustainability. So, you know, and I got kids, you know, I got 2 more kids. My 2 oldest kids was with Spider D. So God gave me another girl and another boy to do it all over again.
Like, I'm gonna give you another chance now. Right. So what was it that you like? Was it a moment that you almost gave up? Like, I don't want to be here. Like, is it like what pulled you like out of that? What was that moment? Like, you know what? Today is the day that I'm gonna, and then just keep moving forward.
I got tired. I just got tired. You know, my little daughter. You know, for me, asking somebody for a quarter. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no sex for no money. I ain't feel like doing all that. I just got tired and I fell to my knees and I called on upon the name of Jesus. And my mother introduced me to Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I went to Catholic school. Whether it was Catholic or not, I had to learn, know him and get a personal relationship for myself. And I began to go to church and I just began to give it all to God. And he cleaned me up. It wasn't no NA, wasn't no AA, none of that. It was Christ.
Was anybody of the industry helping you at that time? Like any of your peers, when you were down low, were they there with you when you were coming out of that?
Never.
Even the girls from
Never. They was on there doing their own thing. Never. Because mind you, crack was the thing. You know what I'm saying? Cocaine.
I mean, talk about even Playgirls too. Even your homegirls.
They was doing their own thing.
To
this day, City Slim is in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But Moski gave her life to God and became a minister. So, you know, just coming back, and then I heard of a thing called Holy Hip Hop. So, yo, that's my chance back to get on the mic. You follow what I'm saying? So I did that, and I won Song of the Year 2007 against some big heavy hitters in the gospel. You know, and it was just a CD. It wasn't even a record. I wasn't even selling the CDs, and I won.
Wow.
Yolanda Adams was like, who in the world is Sparky D? She know now, you know.
So now during your journey, I'm listening to you. I'm like, so you just telling me you quit crack cold turkey?
Yes.
Like, okay, because that's I want put that out there because I'm like, that's very impressive in itself.
God wiped it all away.
Yeah, because a lot of times people say,
you gotta have something spiritual.
I was arrested, you know, and had to be in a tank for 30 days.
7 years abstinence. No finger, no prong, no whatever you call it. I don't even know. I don't even use it. No rolls, none of that.
Yeah.
Nothing. 7 years.
So how did
wait a minute, whoa, we gotta touch that. You saying so you had your kids and then you said
7 years.
Because usually, you know, like sometimes people, their addiction has they have co-occurring. They have a couple of things, and a lot of times, if you have a drug issue, you have a sex addiction.
Never.
And you didn't. You said 7 years.
I ain't even play with myself. I wasn't even locked up. I ain't play no vibrator, nothing. 7 years.
Okay. All right.
So what if you? Yes, he is. To go through that 70 from all of that to that, it had to be God. It had to be spirituality.
All right, go ahead, Jay, because I'm gonna ask the next question after this.
No, I just wanted to know, how did your children? Because my father was a crack addict, and he's no longer here. So, from your children's perspective, did they know you were famous during that time, or in their adulthood, have they talked to you about
Yeah, they knew I was famous because Spider D, their father was famous. You got to remember that. Okay. So Special and Dominique, they was around it. You know, Power Play Studios and all that. They knew, but see, they wasn't living with me. They was living with Spider. But when they were here, I never got high in the daytime because I knew when they did live with me, I had to put them on a school bus. I live in a subdivision with the maintenance man knocking on the door. My mouth used to get crooked. So that's how my daughter knew. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, for a joke, she used to always talk to me. So, Ma, what you did today? If I had got high, you know what I'm saying? So she'll know by my mouth. But never had company. I wasn't the mom that had beer cans, cigarettes, and I ain't play that. I ain't get high with everybody. When I got high, it was nighttime. You can have a kilo in the daytime. And I go, nah, I'm good. I'm good. But as soon as night come, I'm coming to look for you for the key. But it was too late. But I never, I gave my children that respect. No, my children never seen me got high. Didn't have a crowd of people in my house. Now I didn't get down like that. No.
Okay. So now we gotta talk about this instance.
7 years.
So now 7 years is up.
He's stuck on. He a man. He's stuck on.
Look. Who caught it? Like, who caught the rap? 7 years and somebody caught that. Like,
yeah, he did.
You are crazy.
Like,
He did. And then
you don't have to answer.
I can answer that. I'm an open book. He did, and I got married 15 years. My first boyfriend that I used to like, he lived in Brownsville. And that's where I'm at. But things happen. People get older.
Ain't no problem. So y'all got married after that. You got married after him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh no. So he caught that.
Done. Yeah. Done.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
It's cool. Because I'm just thinking to myself, like, whoa.
Best thing that ever happened, but it is what it is.
Sometimes you gotta detox. You gotta take it away. Even now with social media, you have to do that.
I'm on that journey right now. So let me see.
Yeah.
Again, what's this? May.
May
3rd.
I say 2024. So I gotta figure out the right month. So I'm on that journey again right now.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta clear your mind, and sometimes it takes that. So
it does.
For anybody, I just had somebody that was on there. She's always
I'm
in
going to
social
do
media.
some conferences on that as well. I'm telling you, God is good.
I need to come to some of those. I want to, come to some of that. So when you're talking about the holy hip hop and you're getting into that, did you get any flack from being the rapper? Because I know people have an image of what Christianity is supposed to look like, and then here you are coming in like.
I did. A lot of jealousy, even in Christian artists. Even in hip hop. You know what I mean? Even in hip hop, I did, and it don't matter no more because I know who I am and who's I am. It don't even matter. I'm coming in. You know what I mean? I just met Cash Doll.
Damn.
I met Cash Doll last month or 2 months. I think about last month I was on the Portia show on Fox 5.
Yeah.
And Cash Doll was there. And she gave me my flowers. What a blessing. Absolutely. I don't even know what song she sang, but what a blessing. You know what I mean?
But she acknowledged and she recognized.
She did. And I take my hats off to them too. You know who I want to do a song with? I really do. Glorilla.
We've been talking about Glorilla for the past few.
Glorilla.
Glow. Yeah.
I really do.
Okay,
we're gonna put that out there.
Right. But it's kind of weird you just said that because it seems like the sophisticated, like my wife, sophisticated ratchetness that these ladies they really gravitate to Glorilla. Like I asked my wife and some of her friends, it was like, what about Meg? What about Cardi? And it was like, and they like now they like, oh, that Glorilla, like they played in the car, and I'd be like,
them glow.
Yeah, like they really gravitate to it, and that's why it's kind of crazy.
The way she talks. I just
her
love
energy.
It is.
That Memphis got that
Tennessee.
And then her middle name I found out is Hallelujah. I got a fragrance line called Hallelujah.
It is. She
think
said
about
it on Shannon Sharp.
She did. That's how I found out. And Hallelujah. So I got a fragrance line that been out, but getting ready to come back out. Hallelujah. New song called Hallelujah. And I would just love
reach out.
It's gonna happen.
We'll do that.
And then y'all can come on KROSS.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, so now we turn into now you're the redemptive story, and now you're off your addiction. So now because if you're once an addict, always an addict. So now you're trying to maintain your sobriety. So by maintaining your sobriety, because we were talking, you said I'm a doctor. So tell us, how do you transform from rapper now you're addict,
wife, all of that, right? Show me but God. I gotta keep it 100 with you. When you want to when you know better, you do better, and you got to renew your mind. And I got to give God all the glory, you guys. I'm sorry. I got to keep it 100 because it wasn't me. You know what I mean? Just staying focused and but it's not like I didn't want to get back in hip hop. hip hop is depressing for me because y'all know who I am. Y'all see me. I'm at the festival. LL Fake. Method Man gave me my flowers. So I'm gonna answer your question by saying this. Y'all niggas know who I am. Y'all know what I could do, and it's like that. So if you want to keep following hip hop, you're gonna be depressed, disappointed. You understand what I'm saying? Distracted. And that happened to me. So God said, I'm giving you this lane.
Okay.
I'm giving you this lane. Those same people gonna come right back and recognize you. So if you stay in your lane, if you want to be disobedient, you're gonna be depressed, staying over here with
and all that to come with it.
all that. And now if you do what I say to do, and what was you built for, what you were born for, and your purpose, if you do this, you're gonna run right back into all of them, and they ain't got nothing else to do but to bow down and feel dumb.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening even now to this day. You follow me?
Got you.
You know, so that's just what it is. So I went and just did what I had to do, and God is good.
Okay.
Amazing. And I'm in the studio now. It ain't fair. Oh no.
Okay. So what college did you attend?
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. None.
You didn't attend any college?
It's like an honorary doctorate. Honorary doctorate. Yeah.
But the ironic part was I was ordained as the evangelist. Then I was ordained as a pastor. I had my own church. To God be the glory, standing room only. So
where was the church? Was it in Virginia or
I was in Atlanta.
Atlanta, okay.
I got a story, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to get secrets.
I actually met you in Atlanta.
Okay.
When I lived in Atlanta. And you probably don't remember this. And I don't know if it was at a Boys or Girls Club or something. And we came out and you were actually there. And my husband was there. And you you were speaking there. And my aunt had told us about this event and we came and saw you there. And that's when we lived in Atlanta. But this was like 2008, 2009.
8, 7, exactly.
Yeah.
So I did was go to schools and tell children for free. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, do that. Telling them don't do something, showing them love, because love covers the most to the fault. But that was the God was building. You see what I'm saying? And now to the day now, connecting with agencies, paying me. All this was done for free. I just finally, I just came back from New York. Finally getting paid from speaking in different schools, connected with agencies. Amen. My dream is coming true. Hear me. See, you messed me up. I'm saying this because I couldn't even sleep 2 days ago. I just got home, stayed up because of the blessing. What's getting ready to happen? My book I just wrote, but I did this 8 years ago. Oh, my book. I'm looking because I thought my book was here.
What's the name of the book?
I did a workbook, Treasure Togetherness workbook.
Say it one more time.
Sparky D sitting in the treasure chest with empowerment, love, you know, all kind of stuff coming out of this treasure chest.
Yeah, when it's time, it's time.
Because it's my pleasure to find your treasure within inside yourself. I just simply put you where you need to be. I encourage you. I lift you up. And it's now happening, y'all. And now I didn't want to cry in this interview, but
nah, I love it. I
feel a joy.
I love it. When it's meant to be. And you see my little book right there, and it's talking about time, and it's what it's talking about. Chronos to Kairos is chronological moments to Kairos moments are those moments where it's meant to be. You think you're supposed to write it 8 years ago, but God says now. Or you think you're supposed to do something and it's supposed to be tomorrow. You know, it's just being patient in the process. That's the hard part.
But not giving up. No money.
Yeah. That's hard. Hard.
Social Security check, living off Social Security, but you got to keep overdrafting every month. Because how you going to? Then you got Batman. Then you got this. Then you got. But God is opening the doors, enlarging my territory. That's why I said, when you said, ask me, please. You put that documentary up and do this here. I just got blessed. I'm doing an interview. I got so much cross.
Cross bars, hey. Look, Jason A, big old cross bars. That's what you're doing. We crossing the bars right there.
Absolutely.
That's just what it is, Cross.
Amen.
You'll never finish with me. You'll never finish an interview with me, honey.
This is super awesome. You know, I have an agency, a drug agency as well, mental health and behavior agency. So when you talk about stuff, that's why I know certain things to try to ask to make sure that, you know, you tell the story. Because, you know, a lot of times when you talk and you say your story, you don't know that this can help somebody else because they are you know, they're not at the point you're at. They're at the point you were at back then, and they got to get through it. And they're like, I don't see the light at the end of the, and you're like, no, I'm a testament.
No, I'm trying to tell you, you know, if you could just only believe and don't give up. You know, when I got out the Uber the other night, going in the airport, I looked back in New York.
Yeah.
I just begin to cry and praise God, because this is the highest agency in New York. You follow what I'm saying? DHS on the phone, the CEO from the shelter. What? When God do it, he do it. Never happened with all these CEOs. And then they say, well, let's have another meeting, Sparky D, so we can get the other big people, so we can connect before you have a meeting with the mayor and the council, the commissioner on your birthday.
Bars.
You gave Diddy the key to the city for what? Music? You give me the key to the city for being 10 toes down in the Bronx, paying my own play fare year after year after year. Give me. And and I ain't closing the meeting until you write it.
Bars. Get him, Sparky.
Yes.
And the mayor come from Brownsville, and I come from
full
Brownsville.
effect.
How dare
That's
you?
right.
How dare you?
I ain't
Both from Brownsville.
I ain't never giving up.
Tax him, Sparky. Tax him. Tax the mayor. Tax him. All day, every
But God is good all day, y'all. And
all
if somebody is
yes, he is.
and y'all going through something, whatever drug it is or whatever situation it is, I know it ain't easy. It sounds like, oh, she just ain't it. No, it ain't easy. I struggle each and every day, and I just trust God, and that's where it's at. But I promise you, whoever's listening to me, if you just hold on, you will see the light at the tunnel.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jen, and thank you, Cross, for even having me. You know, thank y'all, man. It ain't over, but
no, it ain't over.
No,
we got a second of the show. We do this or that, and I'm gonna ask you some questions, right?
That's fine.
All right, now watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna give you, because my objective is to make the questions so difficult and so hard that you can't choose. You gotta say, man, both. That's my objective.
Okay.
All right, and you have 4 options. You could say one, the other, both, or neither. Because we had a neither before, like, oh, I don't know. Neither.
That's why I said, don't ask Sparky.
All right. Yeah. Look. We're gonna get you. So now I have like the warm-up one, just the real easy one.
Okay.
LeBron or Jordan?
Jordan.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Sorry, girl.
Okay. Yeah, look.
Everybody say LeBron.
Listen, don't be telling on me. I'm asking. Okay, I'll give you a harder one if you want it. Steph Curry or Kobe?
Say that again.
Steph Curry or Kobe?
Oh, come on. And the only reason why I'm gonna say Steph Curry, because he came in and just shooting threes. He was young and just shooting threes. And sometimes we may think the Steph Curry.
That's right. Okay, now let's throw a little curve in here.
Okay.
All right. The Knicks or Brooklyn Nets?
The Knicks.
It's crazy. Old school Brooklyn is all.
The Knicks.
In the new school, be like, I'll go for Brooklyn. All right, got you. I got you. Got you still. Yeah, all Brooklyn people. All right, let's go with pizza or hot dogs?
Pizza.
Okay, all right. Listen,
you say hot dogs. You ain't say Nathan, or you ain't say
No, nothing there. Yeah, Sabrina, Nathan, all hot dogs. Pizza or hot dogs. Okay. All right, now look, keep on going. Now look, it's gonna get a little harder. The Jets or the Giants?
The Giants, because I did their Super Bowl party against Steelers, Pennsylvania. The Steelers. That was at Studio 54, and I told them, I said, when y'all get to Pennsylvania,
no, it was Denver Broncos.
Huh?
It was the Broncos.
No,
that was 86.
It was Pittsburgh Steelers.
Giants never played the Steelers in the Super Bowl.
Pittsburgh Steelers against the Giants, and I performed at Studio 54.
No, not for the Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying. Not for a Super Bowl.
No, I'm saying I played the Super Bowl party. That's why I'm saying the Giants.
Got you.
Got you.
What she knows. Look, got you. All right. So look. Patti LaBelle or Aretha Franklin?
Come on, man. My husband loved Patti LaBelle, but Aretha Franklin.
Oh, okay. All right. It's all right.
You got good soul.
Okay. Look. Jay-Z or Biggie Smalls?
Oh man, you know what? I'm just 100 with you. And only reason why I'm saying Jay-Z, because he seen what I seen. You know, Biggie Smalls was a little younger, but I'm gonna say Jay. I give it to Jay.
Okay.
Okay. See how they got a little harder, got some easy ones and a hard ones.
No, Jay.
Harder. Okay, I got you. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I was just in the gallery that my girl Coy did from Los Angeles, but the gallery is in New York. And I took everybody else's picture, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I said, that's all right. I'm good with Biggie picture. I'm good. Biggie was just a street rap. Jay, I give it to Jay.
Okay, all right. We'll go another one. All right, we'll say Beyonce or Mary J. Blige.
Mary.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to answer, but
look. Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Captain Crunch?
Captain Crunch.
I know she's gonna say old school like Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
You probably eat
I love
Cinnamon
Cinnamon Crunch too, but Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Yeah, Captain
Oh
Crunch.
Sustainability.
Oh my God. Okay. Look. All right, watch this. Hula hoop or frisbees?
Hula hoop. You know that.
Got you. Look, I'm going back to your childhood. That's all I'm doing. I'm going back to your childhood.
Okay.
All right. Now watch this. Bangs or beads?
Beads.
Ooh.
Beads. Yes, beads.
Not the bangs. You ain't had the bangs in the front.
Beads.
Beads over the
all
bangs.
The colors and the style.
Yeah,
that's a girl thing. That's a girl thing. We love the beads.
Beads or bangs.
Beads.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
All right. Look,
Easy.
Midwest hip hop or down south hip hop?
Oh, the A, down south hip hop.
Okay. All right. Okay, you going with the A?
How you doing right there?
You're right there. Okay, I gotta ask you this one. Okay, who you rolling with? T.I. or Jeezy?
Oh, please, T.I. all day long.
T.I.
Okay, I'm gonna get last three. I gotta get some hard ones.
Stumping you.
Yeah.
Come on.
She hurting me. All right. Yeah. Like look. Okay. UTFO or Houdini?
Oh, come on. UTFO. Houdini was great, and so was Larry, who may he rest in peace, the producer. But to this day, Houdini needed UTFO.
And UTFO sparked the whole
all right. Okay. You saying that? Okay.
UTFO wouldn't have been no MP.
Okay. Eric B. and Rakim or Big Daddy Kane?
Oh. B.I.G. B.I.G.
Double A.K.A.
Okay,
she went Brooklyn. She stayed with Brooklyn. Okay, Big Daddy. You know that was hard. That's why she leaned back like, whoa, that's Rakim.
I love that.
Yeah, that was very hard.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was. I see what you're going.
Glazed meat. Nobody glazed. What is that donut? Glazed. My brother used to manage them too. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, and we got to go with. Let's see what album you like the best.
Okay.
No. Album like the best. Was it My Philosophy or The Adventures of Slick Rick?
My Philosophy.
Yeah,
my philosophy. But you ain't asked me about no girl.
I did.
Come on.
Hold up. I'll give you a bonus one. I'll give you a couple bonus ones.
Right?
Wait, let me. I can give you some bonus ones. Okay. Let's go with Glorilla or no. Cardi B or Nicki Minaj.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Nicki.
Yeah.
You went
love Cardi, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Nicki.
Okay.
Have you ever met either one of them? Have you ever met Cardi B?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's go old school.
Probably met Nicki, but then when you somebody like girl.
All right. Let's go old school because something I want to know. This is my personal.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. MC Lyte or Queen Latifah?
You know what? Now that's a little hard one. Both of them.
Oh. You got one. Oh, you got one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So because I could do this all day. But the thing is that listen to what you're saying, and then the era. That's where I get my questions from. So I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm like, okay, let me ask you this one because sometimes you're a fan of someone and they may not know. Sometimes musically, like for me, like people say Prince and Michael Jackson, and I say, listen, I don't know. I like Michael Jackson because I know what happened when Thriller came on. There was a movement.
A.B. We grew up with Ben.
Yeah. I say it was a movement. Like it was a movement. Like you had to be there. Like Thriller's coming on Thursday.
Yeah.
Thriller's coming on.
And Beyonce's great. Don't get me wrong, but
absolutely,
all I can hear is Flavor saying, "Don't believe the hype." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mary been through something. The struggle, and not just so much a struggle. Just Mary, because she's real. Something I would say,
love Mary.
real, raw, and righteous.
Real, raw, and righteous. Hold up.
Daily devotion.
Coin it. Yeah,
real, raw, and righteous.
Yeah. Listen. You got to coin that because you got to coin.
I am.
Yeah.
I got proof in the verbiage, but I'm getting ready to trademark it, so they know it's the show. It is what it is. They go back to the verbiage. If it ain't trademark. Real, raw, and righteous. That's
righteous.
Like the breakthrough.
Now I gotta ask you. This is just a personal question.
That's fine.
Not this or that. Which borough in New York City has the best MCs?
Well, I'm gonna always stand up for Brooklyn. Brooklyn, stand up.
Go Brooklyn.
But I give it to Queens.
Queens. I was about to say that Queens got something to say.
I love the honesty. She was 100 with it. Right.
I had to go off to the Bronx. I love Melly Mel. I had to go off to them. Grandmaster Cass, like we was talking about.
Yeah.
All the boroughs, but I'm from Brooklyn, so I got to stand up for Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, okay. And if you had a Mount Rushmore of female rappers, there's only 4 you can have up there. A Mount Rushmore of female rappers. Who are the 4 women that you would have there, and excluding yourself?
Exclude myself?
Exclude yourself. Yeah, because that's always weird.
Oh, you're always gonna be.
You're gonna be there. Yeah, but exclude yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Roxanne Shante.
Got you.
Of course.
MC Light.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Latifah.
You said okay.
I said
Roxanne
Shante,
MC Light, Queen Latifah,
and Salt.
One more.
Wow. So you went with Sandy, not okay.
Now I went with Cheryl.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Salt is Cheryl.
I thought Sharp was Sandy. Pepper Sandy.
Sandy is Pepper.
God, I'm messed up. Thank you. That's why you got the legend on.
Yeah, I got
absolutely.
You so I got you today.
You don't got the brat. No brat.
No, she good. I love the brat. I'm in the A. What's up, brat? No.
Yeah. Bro.
Barz,
I like that. No Missy Elliott, because you was in Virginia.
Yeah, I love Missy Elliott. Don't get me wrong. I literally forgot about Missy Elliott. Her just her whole persona, her whole entertainment, her own music, her whole music industry. She is in a class by herself. Trust me.
Go.
Yeah.
Trust me. And she is one of the queens, hands down.
Facts.
But nah.
Yeah, but no,
we brought it.
Listen, I promise you, listening to what you said, it's like we have what we call era bias. Right. So for me, when people said Mount Rushmore for rap MCs, and a guy I saw online, he had, and I was like this. That seems like the best one ever for me too. But he had Eric B. and he had Rakim.
Oh, you
Big
know
Daddy.
what?
Look, he said,
cut you off. I gotta do this. I have to do this. I like to give a big shout out to my sister, Lady of Rage, y'all. Got to.
Ray.
My girl.
Rough and tough with my Afro puffs.
Lady, that's right. I rock Rockford stuff with my Afro puffs.
Yes.
Rock on with your bad self. Lady of Rage. When I say great sister, encouragement, I always say God got your back like a jacket. Lady of Rage always has my back, no matter where she is. Whether they book me or not, she will always say Sparky D. So my hat go off to
Barz. Yeah.
So that leads me into this question about what's one thing that you love about hip hop now that did not exist like back in the 80s? What do you like about hip hop now?
Nothing.
Wow.
What about the money? The money.
But nothing.
Okay.
Because guess what?
Easy exposure, like the social media way.
The music that they're doing now, 3 more years from now, they can't go on tour talking about eat my cootie, lie my ass, all of that.
Yeah, you're right.
They're not going to be able to go on tour.
Eric Sermon said that. You're absolutely right.
They're not.
Yeah. They're not
I
timeless.
love them. Don't get me wrong. They're beautiful, all of it. Beautiful women. I'm not knocking my sisters, but they're not going to be able to go on tour 3 years from now. And some of them are barely doing shows now. You see, they get into commercials, the new ones now, because nobody wants to hear that, all of that. You know, at the birthday party in Atlanta, because this is the A, turn up, they don't care. But you're not seeing and hearing about a lot of shows.
Yep.
And nobody wants to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not knocking them. I wish they get it all and be smart, but nothing really for me. I'm sorry. Nothing.
All right. This would be my last question, though. Is after everything
I disappointed you.
No, that's good. No disappointment. I just like to hear, your thoughts on things. Some people have it and some people don't.
Yes,
so to hear the other side of it is like, yeah, I get that.
Okay.
Another
I
one
want
of
you
our
to tell
guests
me where
said
you
the
get
same
the
thing.
book from so I can buy it.
Oh, absolutely, Amazon.
Okay.
I'll have Malik
After it's over,
send
text
it
me
to
so I
you, and
can
then
get
I'll
it
get
today.
you, and I'll get yours too. Absolutely.
Okay.
So after everything you've been through, we're talking about from fame to struggle to the rebirth of Sparky D. What does healing look like for you today? What does it look like for you today? What does healing look like for you?
Me.
What you get?
You get happiness, you get resilience, you get determination. You get focused, and just love, peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace, and just never give up. That's what healing look like for me. Never giving up, and watch my purpose roll out in front of me. That's it.
Barz.
That's
I know
it.
you said a little earlier. What's next for you? Just any project you got coming up, any music on the way, then shoot us your social medias. I know you said a little earlier, but just to reiterate it.
I have initiative programs coming in all the schools in New York City. Book that I've done. That kids go into a 9-week class of my program, wearing a t-shirt, working out the Treasure Togetherness book. My new EP coming out, gospel hip hop, one last hip hop song. The first, the best, the last of Sparky D. My new, my line, hallelujah. My fragrance line, my clothing line, hallelujah. Just doing a lot of great things, and doing just a lot of great things, y'all. I promise you.
I love it. Where can they find you on social media? Where can they find you on social media? That means to interrupt.
Sparky D Music. I need to work that IG. You know them old school. Girl, I don't know how to work it. I'm learning. And I got kids that work. They're like, come on, Ma. No, if you want this money, y'all, come on, no.
All right.
Sparky D Music. I'm Sparky D Music. You can find me on IG, Sparky D Music, Facebook, all the same.
Gotcha. All right. Oh, any more questions before we
I had to look. I had to get look. I had to put Sparky and fit my friend request. There we go. All right, I had to look. I was right there. What Sparky D?
And I'm doing it.
Absolutely. But no, she answered a lot of questions, and I think sometimes like I know hip hop and stuff, and you start schooling me on some things, and I'm greatly appreciative. Also, I'm definitely gonna check out the book because we have some programs, mental health and substance programs, and hopefully I could utilize some of your materials. So hopefully we could do business in the future.
Yes,
so so I have to look at my program director, see how feasible it is and things of that nature. But keep on doing your thing. It was definitely a blessing talking to you. Absolutely. And, big and better things to come. And, we definitely, now you have another supporter, because before it was just a fan. And I was like, I know.
It's out and they doing well, let me just say this before I leave. It's called Spark Plugs. Have you listened to it?
No, I haven't heard it.
Okay, nobody knows. It's called Spark Plugs. It's on Apple. But they're remixing every state, every continent, every country. So Spark Plugs would be different.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you'll see all the merch and everything, Spark Plugs. But I'm not done. This is the last one. The first, the best, the last of Sparky D is going down.
Okay.
I promise you.
Oh man.
Oh man, this is awesome.
And this last hip hop one,
yes.
I'm talking about. You'll catch on. I'm talking about everybody.
All right now. All right, Sparky. See, that's how we came in the game. That's how you leave it. Look, you came in the game that way. That's how you leave in the game.
I'm taking it out that way.
I'm looking forward to that.
Thank y'all so much, man.
Hold on one second.
appreciate
We
you,
do
bro.
thank you for being here. That's what KROSS Barz is about. It's about just sharing the love, sharing the information, being
That's
that cross connection. Even for our guests who may be celebrities or whatnot, we want to, cross-reference saying, I'm Jay
Yeah.
Tanae. That's Big O. This is KROSS Barz. That's KROSSBARZ. You can find us on all the IG, YouTube, Facebook. You can also reach us at www.crossbarz.com. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us. Please do. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. Please, please,
I
please
love
come
your
back.
voice.
Thank you again.
You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
You should have been an MC.
Hey, I'm coming. I used to be
No, real talk.
Skittles back in the day.
I'm trying to tell you.
MC.
You got
No,
a great voice.
I was MC Skittles
my
back in
B-boy
the
name
day.
was Oski. Yeah, it was
Yeah, he was
Oski. I was a
Oski.
ski. That's how back in the day I.